Good afternoon, Facebook family and friends. Today it is the Wednesday, December the 6th, 2017. And I'm telling a story about a guy I met named Will in a trip to New York and DC in the middle of the games this individual played on me. And there are a lot of details I haven't really gone into, so I'll be here forever. The bottom line is that I learned from this experience that you can't trust people. I've been robbed of all the trust that I have in people because of the people being so dishonest and liars. And game playing. These guys played so many games. So dishonest. And it doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't have to be there. It doesn't have to be that way. You don't have to, none of this stuff had to take place. Because I kept asking from time to time, do you want to just be friends? Because something's not right here. Before we went to New York, oh, no, I like you. But the whole time, and he very well may have liked me. But he liked every other nigga too. Maybe that's what people do today. But the lies and deception and the games and stuff, I'll never understand why. What was the reason for all this? Because you wanted something. He needed a place to lay his head down. Now he was going through whatever situation. This man just bounces from one place to the next place, to the next place, to the next place, taking advantage of people. Because that's all he knows. And God has been like this, from my understanding, been like this all his life. And I think this is a problem that's indicative of the entire black gay community. Because I'm learning that a lot of these guys are like this. These handsome, attractive brothers, they number bums. I've never asked anything for anything. I've never asked anyone for anything in my entire life, ever. Well, I was taking care of myself. The relationship I've ever been in, I took care of things myself. I didn't have to ask any of these guys I was dating or in a relationship with. I need something. I never asked Earl for anything. Why would I? But I'm learning a lot of these guys suffer from mental illness. And here I am helping him, but he's busy biting the hand that's feeding him, literally. Because I spend a hell of a lot of money in New York. New York is an expensive place to visit. Y'all think that food and drinks and hospital, hotel, y'all think that shit was cheap? No. That Aloft Hotel was a dump up there in Harlem, too. But it sure wasn't cheap. I would be excited about staying in Harlem. That was my second time staying at the Aloft Hotel. I'm done with them. I didn't like the one down in Florida I stayed at, and I didn't like the one in Harlem. Too damn cold for me. Poorly put together layout of the room. Just ridiculous. Yeah, but that's the only hotel that was up in Harlem. We should have been down in Manhattan. But the reason why we went to Harlem, because his buddy lived around the corner. His good friend, his old fuck buddy. But I didn't know this. So I learned a whole lot dealing with Mr. Will, I learned a lot. I learned a hell of a lot. People can be vicious and nasty for no reason. Low down and disgusting. I've heard these horror stories about black guys. I've heard this stuff from women that black guys tempted to use. I've heard all this stuff over the years, but never had it happen to me. But now I understand how it happens. It sneaks up on you. It's not something that is blatant in your face. It's manipulative. It's a quiet manipulation of the process in getting inside your head. So we get back to Atlanta, and this motherfucker had nerve to go get in my damn bed and pretend like everything was hunky-dory. I was furious. As we got back to Atlanta, I thought it was a week up there in New York, traveling back and all this stuff. I was so mad with that nigga. I said, you gotta go, buddy. I had allowed him he had been driving my Jeep temporarily while we were dealing with his truck issue. So when I got back here, he thought he was going to go to the gym and jump in my damn Jeep after I told him to get the hell out of here. I told him to get in that raggedy truck and go. He packed all his children through the back of that damn truck. And I should have left it alone then. But no, there was some other. My ventures with Will were not over. I fought myself for this. Because when I saw how manipulative that nigga was up there in Harlem, and the lies and game that he's playing up there, I should have left him there and left his ass alone. But Will had left his job at the other place, and he's supposed to be starting the trucking company. So, of course, I was made to feel very guilty for not allowing him to drive the truck. So, eventually I gave up and said, he was begging and pleading he needed employment, he needed a job, he needed income because he quit his damn job, blah, blah, blah. I would see him at the gym occasionally, we would talk. So I said, okay, fine. We would put him in a truck and just see how that goes. And bottom line is the man really didn't want to work. The other guys were out there making $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 a month driving these trucks. But these gay guys, they don't want to work. I mean, not all of them, but every time I did a referral with one of these gay guys, it's been a disaster at that trucking company. To the point that I'm not referring anybody up there no more. In fact, after this whole situation dealing with these worthless, with Will and his entire, it left a very bad taste in my mouth about people. And then I'm too old to be going through this shit. It's not uncalled. This was unnecessary. I'd rather that man Will came to me and said, Walter, I need some clothing and some help. Is there anything you can do to help me? I would have been like, okay, yeah, that's not a problem. I would rather do that than to play on my emotions. You can damage a lot. That's why all some of these gay guys are so hurt and damaged out here, because of lying motherfuckers like Will, playing lots of games. And they play a hell of a lot of games in this community. The lying and the deceit and the deception and the games, it just don't make no damn sense. That's why I guess it goes hand in hand with being gay. I've never understood it. But that's what happens. So, he was driving the truck for a little while. In between running back and forth, he went out to D.C. Remember in D.C. he met some guys. He flew up there to hang out with some guy in D.C. And then the interesting part was after I got back from New York, me and Earl had a long talk because I was in D.C., New York. When I was in D.C., Washington, D.C., I called. When I was in New York, I told Earl what was going on. And I asked Earl, were you happy now that we weren't together at this time? He said he wasn't. And Lord knows the whole time I was up in New York and D.C., my heart was crushed. Not just by this situation there, but it was complicated because I had not been on vacation with somebody. I don't even been with Earl for all those years. And so I was dealing with a person who was mentally ill, Will, up in New York. And I didn't have these issues with me and Earl travel about him sneaking off and running off someplace and doing all this crazy shit. But ultimately, my heart was still attached to Earl. So I called Earl and I was like, are you happy? He was like, no, I'm not happy. And then Earl and I were texting each other back and forth. So when I got back here, me and Earl sat down and decided we would try to figure this thing out. But it's so complicated between you and I. So much baggage here that I don't know if it's possible to fix this. So much anger on both sides of the table. And I'm the type of person, I believe in change. I've been working very hard on changing who I am as a person over the years. I'm constantly looking in the mirror, constantly reevaluating myself, constantly reevaluating my thoughts and actions, constantly change. Change is good for everybody. I don't want to be an old stubborn goat. Constantly thinking that. I remember I went to a store recently looking at some MacBooks. And I was like, oh, these are too complicated. Maybe I should keep the old one I got. And dawned on me, I need a new MacBook. I better learn how to work this damn thing. I signed up for a class out there at my Apple computer. I signed up for that class. I'm going to be going up there when my MacBook comes in. They can educate me on how to use that thing. Change is good. Keeps you moving forward. It's not stagnant and stuck. Maybe there's a silver lining to this situation. Maybe I needed this to happen to me at 47 years of age. So now, maybe I need another wake-up call about how people are. You can't trust them. You can't trust people. They're so devious these days and low down and dirty. And vicious and nasty and deceiving and this is how they live their lives. Because that's all they know. They don't know anything else. All they know is games and games and games. It's unfortunate because, and I'm sure this happens in the white community, but I've heard about these situations with black women out there. They tell me about these guys that just want to they want to work, they want somebody to take care of them. And I always think, well, why would you allow somebody in your life like that? Now, what I'm finding is that unfortunately, these women get pregnant by these worthless bums and have children by them. Now, how you gonna get rid of now you stuck with a child by this worthless nigga. You just have to wonder. I don't know. It's just maybe it was a good thing. Anyway, a few weeks ago after that situation happened, Will and I ended up patching things up, and we ended up going to the casino in Alabama one night. Mainly, I wanted to go over there because I really wanted a chance to really talk to you. Why did you do all this stuff to me? What was this all about? So on the way to the casino, everything was fine. We had a great conversation. Everything was fine. When we got over there, he lost a bunch of money. So on the way back, the conversation really wasn't good. And this is when he starts yelling and screaming at him, saying I was a liar, and I lied about him, and I lied on this. I haven't lied to you about anything. You, the person, lied to me when we up there in New York with this guy that you sleeping with. You didn't have to lie to me about that. You didn't have to play all these damn games. That same day that I met my friend at the Department of Motor Vehicles, he gave me that piece of paper to help that Will get his driver's license corrected. That motherfucker left my house, told me he was going to the gym, but he actually went over to some nigga's house he met off Adam for Adam. Same day. That means that while we were in the DMV waiting to get his license resolved, he was on Adam for Adam meeting somebody. I don't have time for this foolishness. I found this out later when I got my cell phone back. It's just unbelievable. And there were some other things that took place along the trip. The game plan. Oh my God, this man is so manipulative. Every time I think about some of this stuff, I'm like, this nigga was something else. It was a learning experience for me, but it didn't need, like I said, I needed to have happen at 47 years of age. So now moving forward, whatever happens to me early night, whatever happens, whatever, I can't control the situation. As I begin to meet other people, whatever that, if I decide, because at this stage in the game, I could be single for the rest of my life and be very happy. And I had to put up with a bunch of foolishness. And some people say, oh, Walter, you were rushing things with Will. You were rushing. You were moving so fast. Well, I'd rather have moved fast and got to the truth of the matter within a few months versus a year or two later. I know some people who've been in some situations they didn't have. It's funny because I spoke to a friend of mine, and he was in a relationship in Washington, D.C. for 8 years with a guy that he was dating. A very well-known political figure or something up there. He said he didn't know the whole time that the man was the biggest whore, was meeting all these people online, just doing all this crazy shit. He was in love with this guy. And the brother was telling me this is a very attractive guy. And he was like, the man was just ripping and running all over Washington, D.C., and he did not know this at the time. They lived in a nice home together. They had a nice life together. But he said he didn't know that, because he wasn't out in the community, he didn't know that this man was sneaking around, meeting people and having sexual relations, raw and protected sex with all these different guys and stuff. He said it was devastating to him when he found out the truth. The truth can be painful. Sometimes you got to know it. 8 years of all that bullshit, it's a long time. And this was going on from the beginning. He didn't know. Because he said the guy was a big liar and manipulator. And when he would question him, he always made him seem like he was the crazy person. Just like Will was always consistent that I was crazy, my self-esteem was low, I didn't trust nobody, I needed to trust him. But the whole time, all these red flags are popping up. I fault myself for ignoring those red flags. Because I should not have ignored that entire situation. Man should never been. But again, I'm looking for the silver lining in this. It was a learning experience for me as a person. To stop trusting people based upon and pay attention to their actions and follow my intuition. My intuition was telling me something wasn't right. And I should have followed it. He should never have been behind the wheel of that Jeep. I should never have bought that cell phone. This man told me one day we were out and about, he said he needed some clothes for work. That's a Saturday. It was a Saturday night. We ended up at Macys in Lenox Mall, and he said he needed some clothes for work. He didn't have any clothes. He didn't have any clothes. Like I said, where are your damn clothes at? You didn't have a wardrobe. You didn't have nothing. I'm like, where are your clothes? Nothing. So he said he needs some clothes. You know, he'd been wearing the same thing to work. So I said, okay, well, let's just see what we can find. So we ended up buying some stuff off the clearance rack. And I just jokingly said to him, I said, I hope you ain't buying this stuff to go to the club tonight. That's exactly what that nigga did. That nigga was in there buying clothes so he can hit the damn club that night at the after hour spot. He wasn't getting no clothes for work. He was getting some gloves to go shake his ass in. And they were nothing expensive. But I took him on. He didn't have any clothes, so before we went to New York, I took him to this little Chinese store I know over on Beaufort Highway. Generation X was another store in that plaza. And it wasn't no expensive stuff. He just needed some clothes, needed some jeans. And he didn't have anything to wear. You go on vacation to New York and you don't have nothing. But no expensive stuff. Stuff's cheap. $100, $200 at the most. I bought stuff too. That shit couldn't came no more than $200 for all the shit. We bought big bags. I go over there and buy $100 at that store. Get you get bags of all kinds. I need to run my ass over the back. I lost so much weight. I need to go back. I'm serious. I might be able to fit some of the jeans over there. And I just bought some jeans from Macys. Macys had a big sale, and I bought some True Religions. Size 32. And they fit. And don't fit tight. So my waist is fine. And that weight is getting down. Thank the Lord. I was tired of being a fat, overweight, obese person. Change is good. Blood pressure is down. Weight is down. I'm down to 234. My goal is to get down to about 220. I'm not going back above that 230, 240, 250. No, I'm done with that. I can't be no fat person and then have a heart attack over here. I'm trying to live a long, healthy life. Change my diet. I'm eating more healthier now. In fact, I'm going to eat the salad and go my ass to this damn gym so I can wake my ass. I'm not why I'm so sleepy today. Guess because it's raining outside. I don't know if y'all can see this beautiful day. It's raining, colder than a motherfucker out there too. Weather is cold, dropped tremendously. But anyway, I'm going to conclude this video. A learning lesson for me, a warning to other people. To be careful. And a lot of people out here playing games, vicious games. They don't care about who they hurt or harm along the way. I think that's one of the reasons why the HIV rate is so sky high in the black gay community. People trust people. They trust people with their lives. And they have unprotected sex, believe in this person to be truthful. It's a horrible decision. You can't trust people anymore, period. You know, you will end in disaster every time. That's why these guys, we have thousands of guys testing positive every year in Atlanta because they meet these guys and they trust them. And it turns into a bad situation every time. Disastrous. They just had a guy who died. He was 33 years of age, a well-known AIDS advocate here in Atlanta. He passed away from AIDS at 33 years of age. I thought folks didn't die from AIDS anymore, but they do. People are still dying from AIDS, still killing people. So people need to be careful. Like I said, I look for the silver lining in this whole event that took place. I know not to trust these niggas no more. I know not to let somebody get into my home, into my car, into my finances. You just left your debit card at home, let's go get it. We at the barbershop and you can't pay for your haircut, you better figure out how you're going to pay for it. But ultimately, I'm not going to plan on being at the barbershop with somebody else so they can say they don't have their wallet. Are we sitting in the restaurant and you don't have it? Well, it's a shame, but I'm done. I don't want to be bothered with people. The lying and the games and the deception is just too much. And I'm just sick of it. I'm just too old. And bash the nigga across his damn head. So in order for me to keep from going to jail, from busting the nigga across the head with this goddamn vase, and this thing look pretty on my table, it's best for me just leave these motherfuckers alone and spend some time, quality time by myself for a little while. I think that's my best bet. Anyway, if you like my videos, click like, share them with family members and friends. We'll talk about this at a later date. I'm going to have to look at these videos and we'll discuss it. Look forward to reading you all's comments. And bye.